Welcome... Wait, what is it?
Do I need to put a bit... Welcome back.
Welcome back.
To the watch.
Okay. Welcome back to the watch. Today we are going to be talking about Rings of Power. Now, I haven't watched Rings of Power, but both of these guys have. And
I envy you so much.
We'll see. I want to see if you can convince me to watch it.
Or not watch it.
Not watch.
We're going to have two opposing sides here.
Well, yeah, he's going to convince me
I'm
to
gonna be
watch it.
for. Yep.
And you're against.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vehemently.
So let's see what we come up with.
Yes.
So, let's start at the start. Now, I am a fan of Tolkien's work.
Okay.
So
yeah?
Great! Rings of Power is a great adaptation. You get to see beloved characters and parts of the world you've never seen before.
He's a liar.
I
Yes,
like seeing beloved characters.
Yeah, Galadriel shows up for... She's the main character of this series.
I do like Galadriel.
You like dwarves?
Yes.
Yes, there is plenty of dwarf action in this one.
Okay, don't say it like that. Relatively speaking, I like dwarves, not dwarf action.
Dwarf action? You like them hitting rocks?
Mithril is now connected to a Silmarillion.
Okay, I feel like we're getting... we're already disbanding ourselves. We need to go back to the start, okay?
Oh, the start? Okay, Galadriel's a horror...
Okay, so let's start...
We need a sense of that one now, don't we?
Let's start at the start. So we
Yes.
have Galadriel. I like Galadriel.
Yes.
In Lord of the Rings. I don't
She's
know
a
about
horrible bint here. She's the most arrogant, insufferable, horrible, evil person.
I think we need to give her a chance because all characters have an arc, right? They got to
Yes.
start somewhere.
Yes.
And so I think Galadriel, people might find her, a bit annoying in this series, but I think, it's only the first season. They plan to do 5 seasons.
Okay, alright.
I want it my way!
Alright, let's move past Galadriel to something more. What else is there?
You like the Dark Lord.
Do you like
Which
Sauron?
one?
You like Morgoth. You like Sauron.
Yes.
Because there's lots of hinting to that in this one.
He's not
We
there.
see
Hinting.
Yes, hinting.
hinting.
You don't see Morgoth.
There's some
and
really
you don't
good
see
Easter
Sauron.
eggs.
Well, I doubt we'll see Morgoth, but
You don't see Sauron. He's not there. He's the instigator of the Second Age, and he's not around. Well, he is, but, I'll tell you in a
Okay,
moment.
Season 1 is the precipice of creating Mordor. Okay, you see this nice, fertile land turn into the fiery gates of hell of Middle-earth.
They have an origin for Mount Doom, man. They actually have one.
And it's genius, okay?
It is
there's this
terrible.
ancient sword, okay? We don't know where it's from. We think it's something to do with Sauron. And when people hold it, it takes their blood and it turns into a giant sword. And the sword is a key. I'm not going to tell you anymore.
Oh, okay, that's
A
not
sweaty
good.
old guy.
The sword is a key, okay?
A sweaty old man ignites Mordor. Mount Doom.
Okay,
He
so
lights
a
the
sword
volcano.
is a key to Mordor.
Yes.
To Mount Doom, specifically.
Okay. That sounds pretty terrible. Just off hearing that. Okay, what else you got?
Mithril's connected to a Silmaril.
Yeah. Mithril is... It's
And
this-
it's tied to the life force of the elves.
Yeah, it's
How?
not just strong metal. It just is, okay?
Yeah, but how?
I don't know. The writers know, though.
It's
So
unironically
it's this
tied
magical
to their life force.
metal
Yeah, but
that
how?
can give them life force.
I don't know!
Just saying that
Okay,
doesn't
'cause
mean
it's
anything.
stupid!
The tree where they live at, right? It's getting corrupt.
They have a magical
and if
tree.
they all wear a bit of mithril, they'll survive and not disappear.
Yes, there's a corrupting tree. It's getting, disgusting black goo all over it. And for some reason, the mithril is able to cure the black goo and make it go bye-bye.
Yeah, because didn't another tree get
Right.
hit by lightning,
and-
got them in mithril? This is
Right.
really hard to defend this show, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I've been trying to hold it up this far, but the more you say things, the more I want to be on your side. But this is a fun
Someone
panel
has
here.
to be
I have to
advocate.
be the devil's advocate for this one. I hate it. Okay,
Okay, so
you
what
like
else is-
hobbits?
Yeah,
There
no,
are
no, not really.
You don't like hobbits? You don't like the Shire?
I like the Shire.
Yeah.
But hobbits don't do it for me.
No?
They don't do it for a lot of people. Like it's.
You're the one who brought up hobbits.
Well,
so-
people like the story of hobbits. They like Bag End.
Okay, so from what I know, that the whole Harfoot storyline in this entire thing is terrible. So how about we just
Yeah, I'll tell you how.
Not
No,
go
you
into-
need to know this. The Harfoots are a nomadic tribe of vegetarian hippies, and they leave their own people behind.
Right.
And then they laugh about it in a ceremony that happens later. This is unironically something that happens.
And they're supposed to be likable.
Yes.
Yes,
I don't like them. So far.
Can't blame you.
but they have some
I hate
good
'em.
senses of humor when they laugh about one of their friends dying from being stung by bees.
Yep. They found it very hilarious.
Yeah, they say he's an idiot.
Well, I guess that's very...
Like it's
Relatable.
comedic effect, isn't it?
They also outcast their own people when one of them tries to help an outsider that's a human.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Get out of here, man! Shit!
And they try and take that person's whole families,
Her
their
dad's leg
wheels.
got like sprained.
Their wheels.
Yeah, because they're all on carts, and what they try to do is one of these ladies.
It's what, they're
these
jacking their wheels in the middle of the night.
Pretty much, they want to do that. They want to make sure that they can't catch up to them, and they
that's-
want to
that's-
leave them for death.
That's actually funny.
But
I
here's
like
the thing,
that.
right? Again, this is completely non-canon stuff on the show. But her dad is the wheel engineer. In the background, when they're talking, he says, "You see, wheels, they're meant to be round." And he's always talking about how to make a round wheel. He's the wheel engineer of the Harfoots.
Oh my god. Okay. Yes. All right. Let's not touch the Harfoots. Let's move on
But
to
the
something
Yeah, you
else.
wanna-
Harfoots
you
are
wanna-
important.
There has to be more interesting stuff. Yes.
Oh, Gandalf shows up. He's
Is it-
with the Harfoots.
Yeah, he can't talk.
He can't talk.
But he's not in the Second Age.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, well, he is now.
No, but he's not in the Second Age.
Yeah,
Too
he-
bad.
he's-
He is now. And you know how they know? How you can tell? Because he says, at the end of the series, when in doubt, always follow your nose.
So they repurpose a lot of
Yep.
dialogue.
Plenty.
Right. Okay.
And you get to see... What's it called? The thing under the earth. The big horned one. What's it called?
Balrog.
The
Do you like your Balrog?
the
Yeah,
Balrog!
I
He shows
like
up for a little
Balrogs.
bit.
Well,
yeah.
guess what? The Balrog appears for about a minute and then it's gone.
Which one? The one in Moria?
Durin's Bane.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Durin's Bane.
Yeah.
doesn't that wake up in the Fellowship?
It
He
should
wakes
have.
up here
It
too.
should have woke up in the Third Age. You are correct, but no, it wakes up in the Second Age because reasons.
Yeah. Season
Right.
2, just you wait.
Okay.
Ah, but let's go.
All right. What else you got?
Oh, how do you feel about romance?
In general, I'm fine
Yeah.
with it.
Okay.
Oh, do you like the idea of Galadriel falling for Sauron?
No, I do not like that. Right off the bat.
Well, it happens. They ship them.
Yeah. Because you see, Sauron, he's this misunderstood character, okay?
So Anatar.
No, not Anatar. He's a guy named Halbrand.
Halbrand, okay? He's left the Southlands. He was a king, apparently, maybe not, unconfirmed, really. We've been left in a bit of the dark there.
We'll
but
go-
he shows up
we'll get there.
and he saves Galadriel, kind of. Not
in the
really.
middle of the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
Why was she in the middle of the ocean?
She jumped off a boat
You
going
see?
to Valinor.
Boats, look up. Rocks, sink and look down.
She jumped off the boat in the middle of
The ocean, yes.
going to Valinor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Gil
And,
Galad wanted her gone.
and she runs into Sauron.
Yes.
In the middle of the ocean.
Sauron in disguise,
But,
yes.
Yeah, in disguise. Okay, it's Halbrand.
In the middle of the ocean.
Yes, in the middle of the ocean.
With a bunch
And
of other
and
random people.
Just to be clear, she was swimming away from Valinor.
Why?
Just swinging back home.
Because she didn't want to go to Valinor.
So why'd she get on the boat?
Because... You know, that's a great question. I have no idea.
Because of the conflict inside her.
Yeah,
There was a
she's very
tempest in her!
Okay.
That's an actual line, by the way.
Okay. The only thing I've seen of Galadriel in the show is an absolutely cringe shot of her smiling ear to ear on a horse for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, it's like 2 minutes
In
long.
slow motion. That's
Yeah.
all I've
Yeah.
seen, and
'Cause
I
you
did
see-
not like it.
She hasn't been able to find out where Sauron is. She's searched all of Middle-earth.
For
She
possibly
says
thousands of years.
thousands of years. She's searched every single corner. Except for Numenor and this one tower they go to that has all the information they need.
You're supposed to be defending it.
I am!
And then she finds him in the middle of the ocean.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
With
she
a bunch
finds out about Mordor
All right,
in
where's
Numenor.
her husband? Where's Celebrimbor?
Celebrimbor
Dead,
is not her
apparently.
husband.
What?
Celeborn is missing in action.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's MIA.
Celeborn's, yeah, sorry.
He's, yeah, I don't know where he is.
It's so they,
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
They didn't want to rob
she's a
her.
widow, okay? She's got a broken heart. That's why she's so messed up.
But there is
Her
Celebrimbor,
brother's
right?
dead.
Yes, Celebrimbor's there.
Okay.
You want to talk about him?
Yeah, he's building this giant furnace with the dwarves
Why?
To
Why?
forge something.
to forge the greatest thing ever the elves ever made.
Right. But
Yeah.
don't they already have forges in...
But they
Yes,
need
they
a
do.
bigger one.
And that's the thing, Celebrimbor is already a master craftsman, so
But he can't craft better things like this big ass forge.
that's a giant tower.
Yeah.
Right, it's called Rings of Power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we get with the rings?
At the very end, right? Okay, so there's this big reveal. Halbrand says to Galadriel, "I am Sauron. Be my hot babe wife, and we will rule together."
This actually happens.
And
To
she's
Galadriel.
like, "Yeah."
Galadriel,
and
yeah.
she's like, "You can never be forgiven because you're Sauron. I thought you were Halbrand, but actually you're Sauron."
But Nathan,
Yes?
you are dodging the question.
What?
What about Rings of Power? What about the
I'm
actual
getting
rings?
to that. I'm
Oh,
getting
yeah?
to that, okay? Once she finds this out, she goes back and discovers that Sauron was manipulating Celebrimbor?
Celebrimbor, yes.
Okay, I did it right the first time. To make these 3 rings.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, do it.
Right.
Unironically,
Didn't the
they
rings
did
take a long time to make, though?
Yes, Anatar was there for decades.
Yes.
He was...
So there's no Anatar in this?
No Anatar. It's
Okay.
Halbrand. It's
Okay.
just normal human forge man. That's
Yeah.
what Sauron's
Right.
disguised as.
And they do some really nice setup with it. When he's in Numenor, he wants to be a blacksmith.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I like Numenor, so what happens in Numenor?
They...
Galadriel threatens to kill all of them.
Yep.
That's her opening.
They don't want
introduction
elves to
them.
take their jobs.
They don't. Yes, elves.
They say that, they don't sleep, they work
Right.
harder than us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we got a problem with
the
immigration.
fall of Numenor happens in the Second Age, correct?
Yes.
You are
And it
correct.
happens with the usurping of the throne,
Yes.
correct? So
Ar-Pharazôn and Sauron.
I didn't, because Sauron gets captured by the Numenorians and
That's
taken
correct.
there, right? I don't think Galadriel has been there.
No, she's never been there at all. But
now
in
she
this
has.
show, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And she convinces the queen to go to the Southlands to protect everyone.
Which
Southland's-
queen? What queen?
Muriel, the queen that was never actually the queen.
Yeah, she's the queen now.
Right.
Because her father king is a crazy old dementia man.
Okay, I think I'm getting
Yeah?
a picture. Yes.
Getting the picture?
Yes.
You get where it's going?
Right.
So it's all the setup, right? Because over in the Southlands, there are these other characters, these new diverse characters. There's this mother who's a herbalist who kicks
This is
butt.
supposed to be Harad, by the way. The Southlands are supposed to be like the edge of Harad.
Yeah.
There
the
is
Haradrim,
this Legolas-like character. I forgot his name. But in the reviews, we called him Discount Legolas. And so, I'm sorry, that's all I have for him. He's great. He will fight with weapons until it's inconvenient, and then we'll do hand-to-hand combat and have disappearing weapons. It's a wonderful time.
You're doing a terrible.
I'm trying so hard!
Discount Legolas doesn't even have a sword half the time. You know what? He kills an orc with a twig. I'm not kidding.
Right. Okay.
And his girlfriend
An actual
kills an
twig.
orc with a scythe. But you know what she hits first? The toe.
Okay, so there's a whole story to do with just random people in the Southlands.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because in the Southlands, orcs are coming. They're building these giant, like...
They have this
Fort
cave
thingies.
system. Oh, and guess what? They have this trench, and this is to allow for Mordor to be created and have
Yeah.
Mount Doom ignite. Here's the thing. They have this giant trench. To hide it from everyone, they put
No, it's not to
they
hide.
put sheets.
They
on
don't
top
put
of
sheets
this
over to
trench.
hide it from everyone. They put sheets over because they're allergic to sunlight. They're
That
vampires.
too. Orcs are now vampires.
Orcs are vampires.
Well, I thought orcs were always adverse to sunlight. Like
They don't like it,
Yeah,
but
they
they
don't
can.
like
they
it.
can do it.
Yeah.
They don't. In this show, they
Not
show
in this
being
show, they
bored.
burn up.
Yeah,
Well,
they show their
except
skin
for when
burning.
they're in fighting combat and they're wearing these little raincoats and they're no longer affected by sunlight, even though there's sun on their face.
Okay, alright. Let's head back to Numenor, because
Yep.
we have a Isildur,
Yep.
and who else is there?
Oh, do you want to know something about Isildur?
Sure.
He's a failure at everything he's done.
I don't like that.
Well, that's what Isildur is.
Yes, I don't like that.
Elendil is a very disapproving father as well.
I mean,
Right.
Isildur, he wants to go out into the world. Okay, the West is calling for him. It's a great story about youth and finding your place in the world, and not being forced to, the social norms of what your parents want you to do. Like he's on the sea, becoming a seaman, but he keeps hearing the mountains call to him.
What happens with Numenor and Galadriel?
She constantly berates the queen a bunch. Eventually demands to speak to the queen's dad, who's apparently the real king, and she basically gets an army from Numenor and they invade the Southlands.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Did any of that happen in
No.
the lore?
No.
Right, okay. So how much has actually happened that is canon?
About nothing. They pretty much get every single thing wrong. It's kind of impressive.
It's a reimagining of Tolkien's world for a modern context.
Right,
So,
okay.
Tolkien sometimes can be a bit problematic, a bit, long-winded in the stories. This is condensing some of that, and oh my god. I'm playing the devil's advocate, okay, Marcus? It's not
still is
genuine!
bad!
It's
Still horrible!
Don't
How
attack me,
dare you.
okay?
Okay.
I understand. Don't shoot the messenger.
Right.
Still.
Okay. So from what I'm getting so far, there's nothing really that I'm liking, if I'm being honest.
Good. That is the correct opinion.
So what happens with the dwarves? Because I like the dwarves.
Well, they have access to all the mithril.
But they don't want to because it could be dangerous where they're mining.
Right.
Well, actually,
So they could have
during
accidents there.
the third, King
Right.
Durin the... Was it King Durin the Third? Yeah. He turned around and said, well, I think it's just time for the elves to go. So I'm not giving them mithril.
Right. Okay. So why has mithril become so central?
Because an elf a long time ago fought a Balrog on top of a cliff.
Yeah. Was that Glorfindel?
No.
Who?
Some elf.
Right. Okay.
It's not Glorfindel.
Hey,
that
it's a
seems-
great CGI scene, okay?
Yeah, and then somehow their fight led to the creation of mithril, and mithril somehow connected
Because
to
I think it hit a
Silmaril.
tree, which then the lightning brought through the roots, which then hit the rock, which made mithril. And so it has some magical power.
Mithril's tied to the life force of the elves. It's really dumb.
Right. Okay.
Would you like to hear more about Sauron? Or
Yes.
Halbrand?
Why not? Is Sauron good? Is he at least the redeeming quality of this?
Actually, no. He wants to run away and
He's
just be a
probably-
smithing man for the whole time. But
he just
Galadriel
wants-
keeps on putting him into positions because she believes that he's a king of the Southlands.
Yeah.
And she has no evidence for this at all.
Right.
So
Or
she
she
empowers
does.
him.
There was a little like dangly thingy that said that he's the king. Like only the king would have that.
And Halbrand, Sauron, said from the start,
Wait,
I could have killed the king and
To
taken it.
be very clear, she doesn't know he's Sauron.
No.
the whole way
No.
through.
Yeah, Galadriel, the most perceptive elf, doesn't know that that is Sauron
okay.
right
Plot
next to her.
twist: the person she was looking for was there by her side all along.
But you said she had character development. What's the development exactly?
At
throughout
the
this
very
entire
end, when she
season?
realizes, oh my gosh, the thing I hated the most was right next to me.
That's not development.
Yeah. At the end, something happens.
No, it's not character development. Did
Yeah.
she learn anything from this?
Yeah. That Halbrand's an incel.
Right.
The reason why he's so evil is because no one loves him.
Right. Okay.
Yes, that's what they turned Sauron into. He just wants a queen.
If he had a queen, he would be a powerful ally, and like, although there'd be
Right. But
tyrants.
Sauron is a Myanmar.
Maya.
Maya.
Yep.
So he's like an angel
Yep.
being, and he wants a queen. That's
Yeah.
his goal.
A elven queen. That's... I don't
He's
know.
into
Right.
ears, okay? I don't know what he is.
Okay, I think I've heard enough, and I think I can make up my mind. It sounds pretty terrible. I mean, I'm no law expert, but from what you have said so far, it sounds terrible.
Okay, look.
Just
If
terrible.
you're not into law, alright, and if you want flashy lights occasionally, if you want to fill your time, okay, very long episodes, hour-long each of just content. And
Yes,
if
they're
you
all
like,
hour long.
yeah, you know, if you've got a nice big flat screen TV or theatre room somewhere dark to watch it, also a great experience just to have a cinematic experience and to look at pretty stuff from Middle Earth.
Okay, so what
Numenor looks pretty.
What would you give it a rating out of 10 for you?
2.
A 2. What would you give it?
Genuinely,
Genuinely.
I need therapy from it.
Right. Okay.
My job has been to review it, and therefore I'm now crazy.
Well, I guess that answers my question. Am I going to watch it? No, I'm not going to watch it. Actually,
you-
well, I might have to for work, so...
Season 2, baby!
God.
Soon you'll be as dead inside as we are.
Yeah, it seems like it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll let you know how it goes if I watch it. Hopefully I don't have to.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a good one.
Stay on watch!
I don't know the outro. What?
How many videos have you been in?
Stay on watch.
Stay on.